Steven Johnson here with Topo Maps Plus. Today I want to talk about how to keep your iPhone from dying while you're in the backcountry. There's a lot of tips and tricks that I've been using for the last 8 years while hiking with my iPhone. So the first thing is to understand what really causes battery drain on your iPhone while you're out hiking. There are two main things that cause your battery to drain. The first is antenna usage. The antenna is for connecting to cellular towers, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. And the second is your screen. The screen brightness hugely affects the battery performance on your iPhone. So the first thing you want to do is put your iPhone into airplane mode. Airplane mode will turn off your cellular connection, your Wi-Fi connection, and your Bluetooth connection. If you're using some kind of fitness tracker like an Apple Watch, you can turn the Bluetooth back on. This Bluetooth is a low energy Bluetooth, so it doesn't use as much power as the other antennas. The next thing you want to do is limit GPS usage. To do this, go into the Settings app and you want to turn off GPS usage in all apps that you're not going to be using. So when I'm in the backcountry, I only use my camera and Topo Maps Plus. So I turn off the GPS usage for all the other applications. Also, for any application that I do keep on, I change the settings and the permissions to while using. When you change the GPS permissions to while using, you'll get a blue bar on the top of your iPhone if that application is using GPS while you have your iPhone off or while the app is not in the foreground. This way you can easily see anytime GPS is being used in any situation when you're not expecting it. The next thing I do is I don't record my tracks. I use track recording when I'm out for day hikes, but if I'm trying to go for 3 or 4 day backpacking trips, I don't record my tracks. Recording your tracks uses lots of power because the GPS is continuously running. Instead, what I do is I use progress along a trail. Progress on a trail will show you how far you've come, along with how far you have left to go based upon the current trail. Now, of course, this isn't as accurate as recording your tracks because it's based upon whatever trail you've traced in the app, but it gives you a really good approximation for how far you've traveled, along with how far you have left to go to camp or the top of the hill. You can just simply drop waypoints on your trail and it'll automatically be added to your progress along the trail. So then the next thing that I do is I don't use anything else on my iPhone except for Topo Maps Plus and the camera app. I'm not playing games, listening to music. I make sure that I limit my usage to just the apps that I want to use. Now you also want to limit your screen brightness. I typically turn this as far down as I possibly can, and then I'll just turn it up as needed. I find that when I'm taking photos, I can generally have my screen brightness almost all the way down, and then I'll turn it up if I'm navigating. One thing to keep in mind, if you have the setting turned on to automatically adjust your screen brightness, your iPhone will automatically make it brighter. You'll typically want to turn that screen setting off. Then you want to make sure that you have 100% battery when you hit the trail. So bring with an iPhone charger in your car or start following these tips as soon as you leave the house. And if you want to go farther than 3 or 4 days, or if you want to do other things with your iPhone, you can bring with a battery charger. I typically bring with my Nomad 7 solar powered charger. This charges a small battery pack, and with that battery pack, I can usually get another charge out of it. So I'll put my solar power charger on my backpack while I'm out hiking. It'll charge up my battery pack, and then each night I can charge up my iPhone. So while these tips and tricks can help you get longer battery life with your iPhone while you're actually out hiking, you still want to be prepared in case your iPhone no longer works. To do that, you can use the free version of Topo Maps Plus and print out maps. Printed maps will make sure that even if your iPhone dies, you can still navigate in the backcountry.